Hello everybody and welcome back to Post-Yap Clarity.
Yippity yap 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 yap.
So today we're talking mainly about
Fashion,
beauty,
life,
as we always are.
yeah, and just yapping really.
Just yapping about girly
whatever
things.
comes to our mind.
Yeah, exactly. We'll start today off with our
Clarifications. Am I going first today?
You go first.
My clarification today is something that I figured out over the past week. Is that running to upbeat music is just not the vibe.
Overrated.
It's really overrated.
Yeah.
It never works for me. I end up out of breath, sweating more than I would. Stressed, very stressed. Have to stop, have to go for a walk instead of a run because I've used too much energy. Maybe I'm just not a good enough runner. I'm not at the pop level yet.
Yeah, the techno level.
Yeah.
That is
like
too far.
I enjoy running to it and it gets me hyped. And I think for maybe the start of a run it's good to get you in the zone, but once I'm in the zone I'm then running too fast because the beat is too much for me.
Yeah. You want something that makes you pace yourself instead of get overexcited. And I'm the same. Like if I listen to Lady Gaga, as much as I love listening to Lady Gaga when I run, I get so overhyped that I'm like, I can do anything, and then I start running so quickly, and then within 5 minutes I have to stop.
Yeah, exactly.
So I agree. Phoebe
and then
Bridges
I feel
is
like
the way
I'm
to
dying.
Go. Yeah, we need
Phoebe Bridges or a podcast. Even
podcast has changed my life. Not not trying to self
but running to a podcast really it really helps because I can still hear myself breathe, which I think is really important. You need to be able to hear yourself. If you're panting you should be running slower.
So
I said what I said.
That at least applies for us.
Yeah.
Okay, we're panting.
We're panters.
Yeah. I actually think that a podcast also is the only thing that makes the time go quick enough.
It's true.
Because yapping is the only way to make time go unnaturally quickly.
Yeah.
And it's like you're on FaceTime.
Music, I'm I've listened to one song, so that's 3 minutes.
Yeah, I keep thinking about the time, whereas when I'm listening to a podcast, you just don't think about the time, number one. And then also, it feels like you're on FaceTime, but you don't have to reply. And talking is the thing that makes me obviously even more out of breath. But when you don't have to talk back because they're talking to each other.
Yeah.
You just...
great.
The best run I ever did was listening to The Basement Yard. That was the most easy I mean, it was only 4K. Don't get me wrong, but
4K is still pretty good for us.
I could have, yeah, exactly. And I could have gone to more, but I actually had to stop because I was at Tesco's and I was about to do my food shop. But I ran all the way around and I was I could keep going. I felt absolutely fine.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, it's the way to go.
Should we move on to yours?
Yes. So my clarification of the week is something that we've talked about a lot over the last few weeks, and that is colour analysis. Changing the game for us. We're obsessed with colour analysis, guys.
I don't even think I'm wearing the right colour today.
It's literally changed our life and it's made us obsessed.
It's too much.
It's stressful, but we can't stop.
We can't.
I don't know why we're so late to the trend, because this is a 2020. I feel like this is when it popped off. 2021.
No, I was speaking to my aunt about this the other day and she was like, oh yeah, this was a big thing 20 years ago. And it's kind of dropped off the face of the earth, and now it's come back.
It came back in lockdown. I remember watching videos and being but then what was the point? Because we weren't going out, so who
going out the house? It didn't matter what we
actually
looked
cared if we were wearing the thing in our colour season? But that's the thing. Seasons have changed our life recently.
Yeah.
And now, so let's talk about our seasons for a bit.
Oh, okay. So Emily came round to my house the other day, and when I say pulled every colour I had in my wardrobe out of my wardrobe, my floor was covered with clothes.
It took a while to clean up.
We sat in front of a mirror and held everything up to our faces.
We recorded it too. If you guys want to see, we'll post to TikTok.
It will probably be on my YouTube at some point.
Yeah.
The gasp I gasped when I put white next to my face was...
Yeah, we both gasped, and that's how you know.
Yeah, it was shocking, and I always thought white looked good on me, so that was upsetting.
We came to the conclusion that we think we're both in the autumn colour palette, and that's not even it sounds like we're just saying we're both in it because we both want to be in the same one, because that's something that we do. But like,
but we actually are, because
we thought we weren't. We thought we weren't.
No.
Like, we can't be like, our colouring's different. Like, I have dark eyes. Like, we won't be in the same colour palette. But
it's just, I mean, we're different versions of autumn.
Yeah.
But we're the same autumn.
We're the same season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes sense.
It does make sense. We both have warmer features.
Yeah.
Like, common features of the autumn palette are like green eyes, brown hair, olive skin. We kind of we fit all of those things. And we were just putting like green, and
everything that looked good on me also looked good on Emily.
Yeah, like the greens and the browns, the beiges. And every time we put on white, black, like pink, like any cool toned colours.
Like my whole wardrobe, basically.
It was not great.
It was really not great. And now I've got to like buy a whole new wardrobe.
Yeah, it's hard not to just, because once you realise,
it's like I've been really like looking at it recently. Like every time I get dressed, I'm like, oh, that's
and every time you have to wear like grey or white, because it's like the only thing that really you can wear for this occasion. Or whatever, I feel horrible the entire day because I keep looking in the mirror being like,
I'm like, my makeup's got to look good. I've got to bring out the warmth in my makeup.
Yeah, you've got to go like extra warm.
Yeah.
And we also like discovered about like the high neck thing. Like, if
it's low down, it's all right, because it's not next to your face. It's when it's like on your face,
like a turtleneck or a high neck or a coat. Like I was wearing a bandeau in like a colour that, what was I wearing? A white bandeau. I don't even know if I have a white bandeau. How was I?
It was a white top. It was a brandy.
It was like a
white
like
top with the blue letters.
Yeah. And it was quite low cut, and therefore it didn't look too bad, because like the majority of what you'd see is my skin, or my chest.
Exactly.
And that obviously goes with your colour palette because it's your own skin. But
Hold on.
Yeah. When you wear like a turtleneck or something, I think
not good.
No, I'm never wearing a black turtleneck.
I feel like we could talk about this for hours.
We could.
And we have been.
We have been talking about it. And like makeup as well.
Yeah.
I actually just filmed a TikTok this morning about how like warm tone makeup is my only like way to go now. It looks
so good on you.
Thank you. But like I don't like warm tone makeup though. Like that's not the thing I'm drawn to. Like I was saying, I'm drawn to like champagnes and pinks. Like I love the way they look. Like a Charlotte Tilbury makeup is like pink, like Pillow Talk. It's like
so
rose gold pink. And like I feel like a misconception is rose gold is like warm, which it is.
It is, but it's got cool
But it's
tones.
like pink. It's literally pink. So it's obviously not going to be as good as like gold or brass or anything. So I've been trying to switch it up, and I have noticed a difference.
And I've been really having a bit of a crisis because I am a silver girl.
A silver jewelry girl.
Through. Like every piece of jewellery I own is silver, and I've got a collection.
Yeah, and it's a nice collection, an expensive collection as well.
And I just kind of feel like I've made this discovery, and
Rip is all I can say.
Yeah, no, I you know what, I need a gold jewellery set, because I still love silver, and no matter what anyone's going to tell me about my colour palette, I like silver, and I've had so many compliments
on your silver jewellery.
On silver jewellery and on silver jewellery on me.
I do think it being like a light silver is better than like a grey. Like it is quite white, and I know it's a touchy subject, but it isn't white. Yeah. But it's like a light, nice, reflective silver. Like,
and I do think it suits me. Like, I am pale.
Yeah. Well, not now.
Not right now, but
no.
Usually.
Yeah. But I also think I did also make that discovery though, when I'd say about when I was like 13, up to 13, I literally wore silver jewellery. And it was the Pandora phase. We all know, we all wanted the Pandora rings and the bracelets and stuff. And like I was obsessed with it. And then like one day I just put on a gold ring and I was like, oh, I shouldn't. But I made the switch early, so it was fine.
But I've worn gold jewellery before, and I always go back to silver.
But do you think silver does look better? Or do you think it's just like a comfort thing?
I don't know. That's what I need to like
figure out.
That I need a gold jewellery set.
You need to just put on all my gold jewellery.
Yeah.
Just do that like after this. Just put on all my gold jewellery and then just be like...
We'll make a TikTok.
And if it looks better, then you know. And it just means that you don't need to get rid of any of your jewellery. You just, like, next time you ask for it, you could just be like, can I... Like, because it's usually, like, I feel like jewellery is a birthday present, Christmas present type thing. Just say, can I have a gold necklace? Anyways, moving on from the colour analysis, because we could talk about it forever.
I'm sure you guys aren't that as interested in it.
I would recommend getting into it though. If you have the time, watch some TikToks, watch some YouTube videos, because it will change your life.
It's helpful. Like,
it is.
I think it's so easy to think that something suits you.
100%, because you like it.
Because you like it, exactly.
And then once you know as well, like once you try something new and it really suits you, it just isn't, you cannot describe wearing the right colour for you. Like, that's when I get the most compliments.
Yeah, it just makes you pop.
It makes you pop, and it also like makes you feel like so comfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I'm wearing like an all black outfit, knowing that it doesn't suit me, but I've always kind of known that, even if I didn't say it.
No,
deep down,
same. Like, I love all black outfits.
Yeah, same.
But
I always feel a bit weird in them.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like...
I see my reflection in like a glass shop passing by, and I'm just like, oh...
You look a bit dead.
You do look a bit, yeah. Anyways, moving on. We're going to go into some questions that we've received. We haven't received that many, but the 3 that stood out to us stood out to us as good questions. Yes. It's only because I just put the questionnaire up today. That's my fault.
Yes. Also mine. I didn't even think about it.
But we did receive some that we thought we'd answer today. The first one being biggest turn-ons and offs, which I feel like we do know, because we
have created some lists.
We have created some lists. We have created some TikToks, which did get quite a few views of people agreeing on our turn-ons list.
Yeah, turn-offs. People, I think we're just a bit too picky.
Yeah, we are just a bit picky.
Well, and also weird pickiness. Things like
rogue
choices.
Our turn-ons would be like, well, I feel like turn-ons a bit more vague. Then the list we made was literally things like, what was on our list, like drinking a black coffee is a turn on, like specific things.
When they wear a quarter zip and they're like snuggled
and
with their black coffee,
hands in the pockets,
or like holding a coffee over the
top of the cup, holding it by the top of the cup, or the way they hold a pint. We said, because it looks so small in their hands. Also, I was literally talking even more about this the other day, like
carrying a round of drinks.
Like a round of drinks back to the table. But with the way they hold a pint glass, I realised why it's so attractive, because when I hold a pint, it's too heavy at the beginning to hold it from the bottom, so I hold it like a child holding like a cup of squash. And then as it gets like lighter as I drink more, I start to hold it from the bottom and just sort of tip it in, and then I realise that's how guys hold it from the beginning. Yeah. They just hold it from the bottom, just sort of tip it in, and you're like, like, yes, it's so small, your hands are so big, and they just look manly and hot.
Yeah. Turn-offs.
We,
you know what?
Yeah.
We like chalant men.
Chalant
men.
We like chalant men.
Yes. Yeah. So when you're like not that's a massive turn off.
Yeah. When you're nonchalant. When you're not chalant.
When you're nonchalant, it is a massive turn off, because it's just like, oh, you just don't care about me.
You just don't care. And like, I feel like when you're younger, that's like, oh. Like, I just want a man to like ignore me for days.
It's boring.
It's so boring. And then it just like ends up
like soul crushing.
Shit.
Yeah. So that is a massive turn off. And that's just like such a broad term.
That covers so many things.
It covers everything.
I think
for
there's
me.
A guy not replying but being on Snap or on their phone and not replying. I think that's the biggest turn off ever for me. That doesn't make me want to text you a million times anymore, like it did when I was younger.
It just makes me not want to text you.
It makes me want to block them. I'm like, how dare you?
Yeah.
Like, be on your phone and see my message and swipe it away.
Yeah,
I cannot imagine.
Reply later.
The rage I would feel.
Crazy.
Like, I just think that's the biggest turn off ever. And also slow replies. Like, replying just for the sake of replying slowly. Like, if you were busy, that's a whole different thing.
I am
guilty.
I am guilty, but I don't.
You don't do it to your friends.
I don't do it to my friends, and I actually don't try to, because I do just forget.
Yeah.
And that shows that I'm just
don't really care about
I don't
them.
really care about them. And then I'm like, I just can't be asked to reply right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I'm gonna leave it because I want to look.
But
like
then
I'm
I feel
busy,
like that just shows they're not the right person. If you're like, I can't be asked to reply because it's a bit like of an effort. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am definitely...
I would never be like, I really want to reply, but I've got to wait.
Yeah, that is, for me, is a turn off in everybody. Like, girl, boy, I don't care who you are. If you're like, I really want to reply, but I need to wait for a bit.
Yeah.
What are you playing at? That reflects badly on the person you're texting, because you clearly think that they're like, you're so clingy.
Yeah.
And then...
So true.
Like,
so true.
But, like, also, I've realised recently I'm the most nonchalant person. Like, I'm so chalant, but I'm so nonchalant. Like, I'll text all day, every day, and reply quickly. Like, I will reply before they've even sent the message.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about stuff like that. But I will reply with 3 words. Like, I've never sent, like, a paragraph in my life to a man. I don't think I ever could.
You know what? I'm just the most nonchalant person, period.
I know. No, I'm saying, like, the biggest turn-off is nonchalant people, and then being like... We are the most nonchalant people. I feel like...
I don't think you are, though. Like, you have nonchalant replies.
Yeah.
But I am just nonchalant.
Yeah, that's true. Like, I will be like...
It's problematic. And I need to get out of my nonchalant
you won't say if you like somebody. Whereas I'll say I like them, but then, like, leave them alone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll be like, oh, by the way, I'm, like, desperately in love with you. See you later. Kind of thing. But you're just like... You're not nonchalant. You're enigmatic. You are, like, a puzzle. That's why guys like you, though.
I am puzzling.
You are puzzling. Like, they don't know where they stand with you. That's what all guys say to you.
Guys
never say that with me. They always know.
Yeah, no one ever knows where I am.
Yeah.
I don't even know either.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Anyways,
let's move on.
We just ended up talking about ourselves, but...
Yeah. What's new?
The next question is, how do I get nice holiday pics?
Oh,
I
we
wish I
should
knew.
talk
No.
today. We're good at this.
We are good at this, but we've only been on one holiday together. Well, no, we've been on 2, but the only one that was like aesthetic and like Instagram worthy.
Which we are going on holiday in a few weeks.
We are. We're not. We were going to go abroad.
Oh, yeah, but we're too poor.
We're too poor to go abroad.
We've just decided it would be better to go for a mini break in England by the beach. It's going to be cute
and spend more money there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We can enjoy that, and
because there's nothing worse than being in somewhere that's a really nice place and having to budget the entire time and be like, oh, we can't go out to eat, we can't eat anything nice. That's yours. All things like that. So yeah. So we're gonna go
to Rye. Mm-hmm. Nice little seaside town. It's a really cute house, really cute place.
Take some like
aesthetic
coastal
photos,
grandma
Steph Bora vibes.
Steph Bora, our obsession at the moment. Yes. I mean, we've been following her for a while, but she's popping off.
I love her.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do that, and I'd say like with holiday pics, it's kind of all about for us at least, the candids. Candids are always the way. Mm-hmm. This hair's looking a bit... Oh, thanks.
Cray.
Yeah, I feel like you have to go and do an activity.
Yeah.
But plan for pics. Like, look nice.
Yeah. Always be looking nice when you want photos.
Yeah.
Like, you need to just section the days into photo ops and non-photo ops. Like, when I'm swimming around in the sea with my goggles on, that's not a photo op.
Like playing mermaids, it's not a photo op.
And you just need to be okay with that. Like, not everything needs to be like aesthetic, because not everyone's holiday looks exactly like they're posting.
Yeah.
Mine definitely does.
But like, also like when you're doing something nice and you're like baking cookies, be like, oh, that's actually cute, let's just move that out the way for a second, take a filler pic.
Fillers always eat.
Yeah, especially on holiday.
Candids.
Yeah.
You just need to have a good friend with you who knows the deal. Like, and you need to sit them down and say, I really want photos.
Yeah, so when I'm doing something random and I look nice, every time you think, oh, she looks nice, take a picture.
And
if that's not
and you can say to them, stay there.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't need to be a candid.
It can be like a pretend candid.
Yeah, like, I'm just going to walk behind you for a sec.
Yeah, let me take some, just keep doing what you're doing, or play with your hair or whatever.
Yeah, just walk along.
or like you're eating pizza, or like just don't eat the pizza. Yeah, just keep pretending, pretend to bite the pizza. Yeah. Let me take a picture. And also, like, I feel like more is better when it comes to pictures in terms of like makeup and hair. Everything needs to be looking on point because the camera makes everything look bad.
So true.
Like a mirror, gorgeous. I look stunning.
Yeah.
A camera is horrific.
It's showing me everything.
Yeah. So like hair,
all the frizz.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Hair needs to be sleek.
Yes.
Frizz is something that can like make or break.
Yeah. I mean, we can get the smoothing tools out.
We can get the smoothing tools out, but they can only do
the hair
much.
is really hard.
Yeah.
Really hard.
I feel like hair is most important in pictures.
Yeah.
Like makeup, as long as your skin looks like nice and airbrushed and you're looking glowy, like it doesn't really matter. But hair, you cannot like edit hair on your head.
No.
You can get rid of a spot or whatever, but
yeah. Obviously, we try not to completely manipulate our photos.
No. I feel like as well, the better the pictures are, the less. Like recently, I haven't edited.
You just do a little like
pictures.
A little photo.
Yeah, like on the camera.
On the photos, like
sharpen, saturation,
up and down, like
that
really helps.
Yeah.
If you're not doing that, honestly,
bare minimum.
Yeah, it's the bare minimum, and it changes the game. Like I do it even with my filler pics.
Yeah,
like my food.
Yeah,
it just
sharpens everything.
Makes
it look like it's taken on a camera instead of your phone. Also, get a digi.
Yeah,
get a digicam if you're really looking to up the game.
Yeah,
we both have one, and it has changed.
It does up the game, like.
And like if you're gonna get like just download like a free editing app. You don't need anything fancy.
Yeah,
and like what I usually do. If I'm going to edit a picture, this is usually if they're bad, because usually I just, like we said, we just sharpen them or whatever. But if they're not looking top notch, then a smooth, a sharpen, like tools, like sharpen your eyes, sharpen like the things you want to pop.
Yes.
And then like brightening, like colour, add some colour. That is all that you really need if the photo's good.
Also, one of my favourite things is that on camera now you can copy and paste edits. Changes the game. Like if you've got 5 photos and you're struggling to decide which one you want to pick, edit them all, just copy and paste, and then you can really see which one's looking the best.
Definitely. And the last question is, how do you learn to style and love your wavy hair? I hate mine.
God,
it's a journey. It's a journey.
It's a journey.
We both have our hair wavy today.
And honestly, mine has just not been vibing with me today.
No,
I've not enjoyed it, and it's been a struggle for me to sit here on camera
and do it. Same.
With my curly hair, but I'm doing it.
Proud of you.
I'm doing it.
We're both on second. Are you on second day or third day hair?
Third day.
I'm on second day hair, so like the first day of wavy hair is
always good. Like I never struggle to love my first day wavy hair, because I'm embracing my natural beauty, and
it smells good, it feels good, and then it starts to get crunchier as the days go on and like stickier.
Once I've woken up on the second day, I'm like, why did I make that decision? But we're trying to convince her.
Okay, so the products. It's all about the products,
and it's all about timing as well. Don't make your hair. Don't do a curly hair routine if you've got a busy week.
Yeah, that's
it's just not worth it, because you've got to do so much extra work to keep it looking good. Like honestly, sometimes it is just easier to straighten your hair,
blow dry it, and then just have it like, especially if you're doing things where you cannot be at your own home, like for the night, if you're sleeping over at someone's house, if you're going on holiday, things like that. It is just complicated in the morning. Yeah. So if you don't have all your products and a nice mirror, don't even bother. Yeah. Like unless you obviously always have your hair wavy, then that's a different scenario. But for us, it's like it's a treat. It's a treat to have our hair natural.
If you're going on holiday, leave those straighteners behind.
Yeah.
Because you're in and out of the sea every day, which is perfect, because you have the excuse to wash your hair every day and make your hair look good.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is like when my curly hair thrives.
Exactly. Like a beach holiday, leave the straighteners. A city break, bring the straighteners. But especially when alcohol's involved. That's when I'll say I've basically never had my hair wavy on a night out, because
I don't feel good.
I don't feel good on the night out, which is a shame. Yeah. But even if I do, the next, like if I don't come home and like stick my hair up in some sort of like nice relaxed magic bun that keeps it till the next day, I'm gonna wake up hungover and with a bird's nest on my head. So
It's just about picking the right times
and
to
the
do
right products.
Yeah.
Which we will say is we used to do
right products for me. I like to always start with a hair conditioner, then a curl cream.
Yeah.
Then a curl cream, and I really slap that on. I used to be scared of the curl cream. I am not anymore. I put a lot on, and then I mousse it up. Again, like, just with everything, you've just got to use lots.
Yeah, buy products that aren't heavy so that you can use a lot. Don't buy stuff for curly hair, because
if you've got wavy hair,
we don't have curly hair, so there's no point buying products for 3A curls when we're in the 2 section over here.
Yes. It's not worth it.
It's not. It makes it heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's going to be crispy, like...
Yeah, and it will be like almost like claggy.
Oh god,
yeah.
I hate claggy hair.
Yeah, so definitely go for lighter products and use more of it, I would say.
Yeah, and gel. Don't be scared of gel.
Yeah, put a lot in. But I'm at the moment using a mousse that's like a sort of casty, crunchier mousse.
Yeah,
and therefore it's all about the cast and then about the scrunch up the crunch.
Yeah, you just got to let it sit and wait.
Do not touch your hair while it's drying. That's one thing I'll say. It's hard not to do.
So hard.
I do it all the time. But try not to touch your hair while it's drying, because...
Which, honestly, for me, like, it takes 3 hours.
I would say mine takes maybe longer. Like,
at least
because of the product. The gel is, like, stopping it from drying.
Yeah.
That's what locks it in. That's what stops the frizz. But genuinely, like, if you're going to do your hair going out, wake up 3 hours earlier and wash it in the morning, because if you're going out at night, wash it in the morning and do it straight away as soon as you wake up and let it dry throughout the whole day, because
also that's another thing, it's got to be soaking wet, and like when I say soaking wet, I do mine in the bath,
in the shower,
so I don't have to deal with my wet floor. Like
you should be scrunching it and it's like dripping on your hands. And also try it out if you don't think you have wavy hair. Like if you think your hair's a little bit wavy, try it, because like Rosie, when we first met, Rosie straightened her hair every day. Like,
not every day, every
but
wash.
It was straight every day.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then we went on holiday and she had it like straight out the shower, and I was like, you should like put some, do you remember I gave you some of my like cream or whatever it was, or
I was like, oh, actually
I was like,
happened.
Put something in it, like, because like you were like, it's not really wavy, and I was like, it is. But
and
you just brush
now
it.
Look at it. Like
now it looks like Mamma Mia hair.
Yeah. There's curls there. Well, not curls, waves.
Yeah, but they're there. Curl, please. Don't come for us.
Don't come for me.
Yeah, I think we covered that.
I think we have.
We'll link some products in our Amazon storefront that we're going to create for you guys.
Yes.
Speaking of, let's talk about, this is a new section of our podcast that we're going to end.
I thought it would be a good idea to have a ending section that we give you some favourites
of the week,
things we are enjoying.
Yeah.
What's your favourite this week?
My favourite this week is the Rare Beauty blush, which
oh my god, it's so good.
You've tried it out.
It is incredible.
And it's just amazing. It's the powder. I have the liquid blush as well, but the powder blush, it hits, like, it's like sparkly, and I swiped it on my hand like in Space NK, and I was like, that's like glittery, like that's not gonna be nice. And then I put it on my skin and it's like
a highlighter mixed with a blush. And you know what, it really ties in with the colour theory as well, because it's the perfect colour for you, and it really brings your features out.
Almost like a warm plum
shade. Stunning.
So I don't know what shade it's in, but I'll link that. And just I feel like let's bring back the like sparkly blushes from our early teens, because
they're so fun.
And like then it stops you having like pink matte cheeks with a bit of sparkle on the corner from the highlighter, because there's nothing worse than that. Yeah, that is disgusting. I don't even want to talk about that. But like, do you remember the highlighter Instagram pics where everyone would be like, and it just had like a white line? Yeah. Anyways, we're trying to avoid that. So seamlessly, if you like dewy makeup,
look glowy,
buy a dewy blush, and that is a really good one. And you tried it out, and
it is 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Might even buy it.
It looks like when you put it on, it looks like it's not going to blend, and then it just sort of blends out like a cream.
It does blend like butter,
like a dream.
My one is warm scents. I always used to be a fresh gal. Like,
you were like a beachy, salty, like almost like masculine.
Yeah, I liked a unisex scent, like lemony, like
citrus,
fresh. And I still love those scents, don't get me wrong, but actually, like, with the colour theory, I've realised that warmer colours look better on me. So I was like, maybe warmer scents smell better on me. This is how deep we've gone into this.
Yeah. And this is a lifestyle change.
I got a new perfume for my birthday, courtesy of Emily.
Thank you,
Emily. And I am loving it. It's changed the game, and I feel like it just really radiates off me in a good way. Like, I feel like all of my other perfumes have kind of sat on me.
Yes.
And this one,
because I feel like
smells like me.
If your natural scent, I mean, obviously we're not going to talk, I'm not talking about body odour or anything like that, but like some things just sit better on your skin. And I feel like for me as well.
And they don't smell like, oh, she's wearing a perfume. They just smell like, oh, she smells good. Like, it's not like her perfume smells good.
She smells good. And I've noticed sometimes when I smell other people, when I sniff other people, I'm like, that doesn't match your vibe.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, that's a really nice scent, but it doesn't smell like how you look and how you are. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Agreed.
And I feel like us being autumns, us being quite warm, I'd hope, people.
Yeah.
Then I feel like we should go for warmer scents. That's why my favourite scents are like vanilla, sheer, butter.
And I was just never that kind of gal. And I love vanilla on other people. I don't love it on myself. It's too sweet for me.
No, I feel like...
So I think I'm more leaning to warm
boozy
rather than sweet.
Cinnamony.
Yeah.
Stuff like that I love. I don't really like the sugary vanilla either. I think it's too sweet and too young for me. But I like a boozy vanilla. Like a bit more of a mature...
Right. Is that? I think that's
everything.
I think we're done. We yapped enough.
Yeah,
I'm feeling very clarified.
Thank you guys so much for listening or watching today.
Love you lots.
Love you lots.
And we will see you next week.